Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Coffee Talk. If you just joined, Coffee Talks are the short, in-between episodes where we read your user-submitted stories, hang out with friends. Why do I say user-submitted every time? It should say listener-submitted. Sorry, I'm going to change that, gang. Hang out with friends, talk about witchy pop culture, or chat with you about what's going on in our personal practice.
And if you want to be featured on Coffee Talk, email us at submissions@coffeeandcauldrons.com, or you can send us your submission on our website, coffeeandcauldrons.com. You can send us your tips, your ghost stories, or any kind of funny story you think the community would love to hear. And be sure to let us know if we can share your name, or if you prefer us not to. Your social media usernames are also a great way to get credit.
As always, if you want to send us a story via voicemail, the number is 351-207-0799. Send it to us. If it is longer than 3 minutes, we'll smash them together. We can't wait.
Yeah.
And as a reminder, you can join us on July 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our class with Julia Helena Hadass on witchcraft cocktails, which is going to be so fun because it's summer. And who doesn't love a refreshing drink in the evening?
Especially a witchy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we both witnessed her class and cocktails live, and it's going to be great.
It is.
She also wrote a whole book on it. So let's do this, gang.
So I do have a special shout out today. Oh. Today is my other wife's.
The other woman.
My other wife's birthday. She is, we'll give her 28 years
She
young.
is not a day past 25. Happy birthday, mommy.
She's proudly walking around with her gray hair.
Hell yeah. Her beautiful hair. Has she cut it yet?
Oh, yeah, she did. She got it.
I need to see photos. I haven't seen it.
The same way as me. And by the way, guys, I did hair chop.
She did a transformation, and we are living for it.
I look like an alt girl from the 90s.
I love it. Honestly, I'm really into that. That sounds, not sounds, I'm looking at it with my eyeballs here today on this day, and I love it.
Oh, thank you. I need to get a sun and moon dress. I'm going to get some sun and moon,
Shut up, yes.
Should I?
Yeah.
And take a picture?
Are you kidding? You're saying this as a joke. I'm like, yeah. Uh-huh.
With those one shoes, that was all stretchy on top with
the
huge
they're
thing.
Back, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Those are back.
I bought a pair for Scarlett not too long ago.
What are you doing? You're literally sat here being like, hee, what if I did this? And I'm like, yeah, immediately. Immediately, yes.
Okay, fine. I'll have my practical magic autumn. Yeah.
Well, if you come and visit me in the fall, we can do a practical magic style photo shoot. We can get on my roof with umbrellas if you want.
Yes. Yes. And it has to be awful umbrellas.
Yeah.
to represent us.
Yeah. What are you saying?
What? I'm saying we're a mess, but that's okay.
First of all, speak for yourself, girl. My life is together. Nobody can see the fact that I am without a shower and in my pajamas right now. So
yeah, she's wearing cute little Valentine's pajamas. It's actually quite cute. Yeah,
I'm just a girl. Today we have got stories to read that have been submitted via our website and our email. That being said, Maria, do you want to read the first one?
I sure can, as soon as I find the ones we did not read yet.
We haven't read these ones. I combed through it.
We read the Italy one.
Did we?
Yes.
Oh my God, you guys. Well, that's okay, because we've got two really long ones that I just added today.
Okay, so this is from Bethany, and they say, y'all can totally use my name. Okay, and we will.
I think Bethany's in our Discord. I don't think
I don't know
there's a Bethany in our
Bethany.
Discord.
Do you think it's that Bethany?
Do we have, I think we have two Beths. Do we not?
Yeah. But
I don't know.
you guys
Bethany,
let us know.
Let us know.
We'll shoot. I don't know if y'all are still taking ghost story submissions. We are. We're
always taking ghost story submissions.
We're just lazy girls. Like, it's fine.
It's not that we're lazy. We literally have, I'm like not even being funny here. We have about 300 stories to get through.
Oh.
And we keep telling you guys to send us more. And that's because we want more. We have so many. I'm doing my best to like knock us through them as quickly as we can. And to get everybody's story. But we have a lot of submissions.
We might have to start like picking through to see like our favorites and stuff like that so we can catch up.
But then I feel bad because these people have taken beautiful time to write stuff up. Like, I want to get through all of them if we can.
Okay. So my husband and I purchased our current house from his parents, who were renting it out at the time. My husband and his parents had lived in this house probably 4 to 5 years prior to us buying it. I had spent the night with him several times when they lived there previously, but never slept in the master bedroom. The rest of his family and I had always teased about the house being haunted because my husband is super freaked out by ghosts and anything spiritual. He, at the time, was a big denier. Fast forward to our first night sleeping in the home after buying it. We are laying down in the master bedroom. It's quiet. The only sound is the fan running and my husband's loud snores. My dog sleeps in the room with us. My dog starts growling and jumps in the bed with his hackles raised, barking at the window. My hair stands up on my arms and I bolt straight up. There is this tall, slim man-shaped shadow moving across the window curtain, and the shadow seems to be in the room. There were no lights on in our bedroom that could have made the shadow appear. The only light on in the house was the night light in the hallway. I got up and I grabbed my book and blanket, and I went to lay down with the dog in the living room. She just like left her husband.
She's like, bye.
He denies it. He's fine. He's got his boundaries and wards set up. Sorry to the hubs for leaving, but he slept right through the whole ordeal. My logic at the time was that since he doesn't believe in it, it can't hurt him. Just a reminder, I hadn't started deconstructing Christianity, discovering witchcraft, or learning about spirits. Anything at this time. After a couple of hours of reading and calming my nerves, the dog and I went back to bed and fell asleep. That night, I had dreams of an old-timey battle and tons of smoke, and I can distinctly remember seeing blue and gray military uniforms in this dream. Come to find out that this town that we have and that we live in is the site of one of the battles Confederate General Nathan Bedford Forrest won on his mission to cut supplies off from the Union during the Civil War. The battle wasn't bloody, with very few casualties because the Union had just moved the majority of the soldiers to a bigger town nearby. But my intuition tells me the spirit was a wandering soldier. While we had spirits wander through the house since, I have yet to experience the soldier again. I hope he found his peace and was able to move on to the other side. But I could also see him being scared shitless of my dog and deciding to go alter his rambling paths across town. Anyways, thanks Robin and Maria for being wonderful hosts and creating a community where I feel welcomed and accepted. Despite being just a little weird. Okay, so it is one of our best podcasts, and I am really appreciative of all the information y'all provide. XOXO, Bethany.
Couple of things. So I need you to hold my hand and explain this to me like I'm 5 years old. What the fuck is a hackle?
When a cat like rears up its back and it has like that hackles. Like
those are called hackles?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, I'm learning a lot right now. I'm learning a lot.
Hackles pops up all the time.
I'm literally just because I read doesn't mean I can read. I'm illiterate, girl. If I don't know what a word is, I just keep scrolling. Just next page. You never need to think about that
Kindle.
again.
You can literally highlight the word and be like, define.
Oh, look at me. I know how to use my Kindle. Oh.
And this is why it takes me a year and a day to read a book.
It's because you're looking everything up as opposed to just going, I don't know what that means. No
like
thoughts.
if something historical pops up, I'm doing some research too.
That's you're so wild for that. I just want to read my book. No thoughts.
Oh, what's our next
okay, so our next story says, hello, ladies. Recently, new listener to the podcast, and I just want to say that I'm really enjoying it. I got a story about how I believe spirits have started to hang out in my bedroom with me at night. Before I get started, I go by Skylar these days, despite what my email address says. Just thought I'd mention that early on. This story takes place in 2013, if memory serves me right, when I was a sophomore in high school on the junior varsity soccer team. It was the end of the season and I had just gotten home from the celebratory team party. I was quite tired after all the fun and went straight to bed. Now, at the time, my little sister's room was being renovated, so she was sleeping in my room with her mattress at the foot of my bed while her room was getting worked on. At some point in the night, I woke up and slowly sat up in bed. First of all, before I continue, if you wake up and you slowly sit up in bed, what in the fucking horror movie is going on? Why are you saying that? Like, I'm thinking about myself. If I wake up, my ass is not going to slowly sit up. Why are you slowly sitting up? As my eyes registered the room, I saw a woman sitting on my sister's mattress and caressing her head. No, it's been so many years now, so some details on her appearance are foggy, but I remember at least seeing her in some kind of period clothing, early 1900s for sure. I just sat there and stared in complete confusion, shock, and a little bit of fear. The woman turned to look at me, began to open her mouth, and as she turned, I could see her aging in real time. Shut up. I was running through all my paranormal knowledge in my head, wondering what kind of entity this may be. She had then began to fade, and the moment she disappeared, I blinked and jumped right out of bed to go lay with my sister, worried that it may have been some negative spirit wishing harm on her. I laid with her and silently whispered to the spirit to leave my sister alone or else. Now, as an adult, I regularly have events similar to this where I wake up still in REM and will hallucinate things in my room, though it's mostly involves aspects of work. Children running through my room when I worked for the Boys and Girls Club, customers asking for paint when I worked for Lowe's, and roulette blackjack tables when I was a digital casino dealer. That's crazy. DraftKings, FanDuel, etc. If you're curious. I am curious. I'm glad you added that. I like to think it's spirits traveling through my room every once in a while to have a bit of fun. Some ghostly gambling, maybe. I call these occurrences my awake dreams. Sometimes, though, they get so bad that I'll think someone negative wants me out of my room and I'll get up and walk out. But I've never had an experience like this where what I was seeing was actively interacting with the space in my room and looked so clear as day. I've never been able to find out who the woman was, but with the knowledge I have now, I like to think it was an ancestor checking on us. Thank you so much for reading my story, ladies. Blessed be, sincerely, Skylar. Lots of things to unpack there. First of all, what the fuck? And second of all, how dare she?
I'm just going to appear as my Victorian lady self and just start petting your hair at night.
I hate that. Like, I genuinely hate that so fucking much. Like,
I also age at night rapidly.
That's so scary. Like, what the fuck?
That reminds me a lot of the twins that I saw.
Saying that they were like racking their brain as a sophomore in high school with all their paranormal knowledge. When I was, 14, sophomore, 14, 15? I would have just screamed. I would have screamed repeatedly and nonstop until everyone in the neighborhood was awake. I wouldn't have been like, better think about ghost hunters. What is my paranormal knowledge? I would have just screamed repeatedly. And
I would have just laid there and stared. sleep.
I would have screamed. I would have screamed and screamed and screamed. I would have woken up everyone in my neighborhood. They would have called 911 and been like, there's a murder happening.
See, my parents would have been like, just go to fuck to bed. It doesn't matter.
Well, now as a parent also, if my child was like, there's a woman in the bed, I would have been like, probably go back to sleep. Probably. I'm begging you to go to bed, honey. Like,
this house is protected. You are fine.
Here, throwing spirit begone spray at my 4-year-old. Just squirt him. Go to sleep. Just fucking Florida water in a bottle.
We'll cleanse it in the morning. Just go to bed.
We'll deal with it in the morning, babe. They can't hurt you. Go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah.
That's 100% what I would do. Which is, I know, probably not very good parenting, but I do get it. Like, I do get that if, like, your kid is awake, being like, there's a Victorian ghoul, I'd be like, probably go back to sleep.
Did I say the story that happened to me, or was I sick for it?
Well, last Coffee Talk, I had Bryce here, so...
Yeah. Should I say what happened to me and Scarlett?
Sure.
What? I'm listening. You know. I texted you right away about it because it freaked us out. Okay. So you guys know
it's going to come back to me as you tell the story.
Oh, yeah. Scarlett is one of the biggest deniers of stuff. Like, stuff can literally happen right in front of her eyes. And she's like, oh.
Could be anything.
It's the most frustrating thing ever because we both experience stuff all the time together in the same room. And we look at each other. We make eyeballs. And still at the end, she'll be like, I don't know. But anyways, we were driving home from her mom's house and we were on a highway and we're just going down the highway, listening to music, just talking. And all of a sudden, right in front of like our headlights, it was probably like 5 feet, I don't know, a little bit more than 5 feet, maybe 9 feet away. We see this figure just erupt from like the pavement and is like walking across the street.
Oh, I do remember this. It is. Okay, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and it was just the lower half of someone. And we freaked out. Like there was no way to stop the car that fast. Like there's no way. And it was see-through. Like it wasn't color, like it wasn't in color or anything. It was like the stereotypical like ghost like sort of image. And we just go right through it. Scarlett looks in her rearview mirror and it's back on the other side of the road and starting to do the same thing, walking across the road. And then slowly disappears as she's looking through her review. And so yeah, Scarlett's like, it was a balloon.
Right? Obviously.
Yeah.
She's so true for that. She's so real. It's her birthday. We actually cannot call her dumb.
It was a balloon.
I just want you to know that if it wasn't her birthday, I would say something different.
She says it was a balloon, but like homegirl was cleaning out the car because we were going to the beach the next day, and she's like, the car feels weird. Oh, it feels so weird. And I'm like, okay. So I went out there and I cleansed it, and I got a weird feeling too about like the car. Like I stepped outside of the door.
Did you guys go to a cemetery recently? Before that? I meant to ask you this at the time because I wondered if you like brought home some ghosts on your shoes.
No, it was just a random ghost walking across the South Carolina highway.
Which happens.
Yeah.
Have I ever told you about my highway story? It's very similar.
No.
This was when I was like 19 or 20. We lived in this little, not my husband, but my best friend Jesse and I, we lived in this little tiny town in Sonoma County called Grayton. And to get to Grayton, you had to go from Santa Rosa to like on the highway, which the highway's name, can't remember now. I want to say it was Occidental Road. That is probably wrong. And somebody who lives in Sonoma County is going to be like, that's not going to Clayton. But it was like fucking 20 years ago. Give me some space. Anyway, so we were driving and all of a sudden it was like ghost after ghost after ghost in the highway. And we both saw it. It scared the absolute shit out of me. I was bawling, like hysterically bawling, because it was just so overwhelming. Like it was such an overwhelming experience that I refused to drive on Occidental or whatever the road is ever again. I've never done it. I've never driven that way again.
That's crazy.
It was just too much.
Yeah. No, I get it. That's how I get at night sometimes.
There was like 3 of them.
Yeah.
And it was just, the first time I thought it was a person and he was going to, because he was driving. Yeah. And I thought that he was going to hit them. Mm-hmm. But then they like disappeared before we because he hit the brakes, obviously.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to hit them and then they were gone by the time like the car stopped.
Yeah.
And then it just happened repeatedly and it was a whole thing. I was literally bawling my eyes out.
Yeah. And when I went out to the garage and stuff, it felt weird, but the car itself did not feel weird. So that was very strange. And then I cleansed everything and it was gone. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I was talking to Zachariah the Witch at the same time. And he was like, when you said something, because I said Scarlett thinks that something's attached to a car. And he was like, when you said that, actually, I felt it when you said it. I was like,
no, do you want to hear something so interesting about Z? I had sent a photo or I posted a photo somewhere. I don't remember where. I either sent it to him or I posted it. And he was like, oh my gosh, I just had this song pop in my head. I don't remember what the song was now, but I was literally, that song came on the radio when I took the photo. And I was like, oh, why is this playing? And I skipped it. Is that not so bananas? I was like, Zach, here's the thing, babe. I don't like having witch friends. I was like, and you are like the living embodiment of why. I'm like, you can't keep nothing from you fuckers.
No, right?
I can't even have a song come on the radio without you knowing about it. Like, this is crazy. Get out of my fucking life.
But there's actually something I didn't tell you about that night. So I didn't tell Zachariah either. That night I had a dream, one of those dreams again, where everything stops and someone just starts walking towards me. This man started walking towards me in the dream. And I knew right away that it wasn't right and it did not feel right. And it felt different than a nightmare or anything. And I sprung out of bed. I was like, okay. So I ran downstairs and I did a banishment candle real quick. And then the energy was gone. And I was like,
can I tell you, going off of that, what my new tactic is for cleansing my home?
Yes.
So how I'm a big believer in multi-purpose cleansing. So I put Florida water in my mop water because I'm cleaning and cleansing at the same time.
Does this have something to do with your new toy?
Roomba? I maybe have been putting rose water in my Roomba mop head. Listen, it's called multi-purpose cleansing, okay, babe?
If you guys don't know, Robin put eyeballs all over it.
I put eyeballs all over it.
Wings on it and call it Saint Michael.
Well, he's called Michael. I'm naming my Roomba.
Michael.
His name is Michael. He's the Archangel Roomba. He is the the biblically accurate Roomba. His name is Michael. Be not afraid, dirt. But he's got a mop head function, and I have been putting rose water in it.
Yeah.
I'm just a girl.
Oh, that's so smart.
Thanks. And I make the rose water myself. So what it does is I've already put my own intention into it. Mm-hmm. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom, baby.
Yeah.
Gorgeous girls we're here for a long time and a good time, which means that I'm going to utilize that time to the best of my ability.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
Smart.
before we end this episode, Maria and I were talking about something before we started recording that I just really want to emphasize to you guys, a little life lesson, if you will. Come, children, gather around Grandma. She's going to impart some wisdom on you. As witches and spiritual people, there are certain things that protect us from hexes and curses being thrown our way. There's trends on the internet about sharing your big three. Don't do that if you're going to live your life as an asshole. Don't share with the internet your entire full name. Don't share your full birthday and your birth city. Just keep these things to yourself, because if, for example, I, hypothetically speaking, was wronged by somebody and I wanted to do something about it, and all I had to do was search your name and your birthplace and your birth date and what your big three were, so I could confirm your birth hour for your birth chart. And you've put all that on the internet at like separate times where all I had to do was Google it. You've just ensured the fact that I've got tag locks for you. So as somebody who has taught a full Baneful Magic class on the Patreon, which you guys can go watch if you'd like to, just like a little Baneful Magic protection tip. Don't fucking overshare on the internet like that, because it's so easy to search it.
Yeah.
It literally took me less than 10 minutes to get somebody's entire fucking birth chart and full name.
Yeah. And if you're going to go see a psychic too, like even as a customer, please be careful, guys, with like what you put
Share what you
there.
have to. So like on that, you do, on a legal standpoint, have to give your birth date. Because that is like, you as a consumer have to share these things. So that way your reader can know that you are of an age that you are allowed to be doing this. It is considered gambling, at least in the United States. So you do have to provide that information, but give just your first name. There you go. You don't need to be giving all this extra stuff. You don't need all that extra stuff is unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Protect yourself. Like,
yeah. Be smart. Come
on. Don't lie to your psychics online and tell them a different date, because you're wasting your own time and money in that respect.
Yeah.
Because you are not going to be the only Katie in the world, or the only Stephanie or Rob. So I don't know. Like, I'm just thinking of names that pop in my head right away. So do protect yourself, but don't lie either.
Yep. Agree.
So yeah, don't fucking share all that shit, guys. Come on. It's actually the person in question whose information I did happen to look up is somebody who I would have thought would have known better. So, a little PSA. Yes. All right. I love you. Thank you all so much for joining us this week for Coffee Talk. We hope to see you next week for our regular episode. You can check out our website for our links to our submission forms, or shoot us an email at submissions@coffeeandcauldrons.com, or send us a voicemail at 351-207-0799. You can send us your witchy tips, ghost stories, topics, just whatever you think the community would love to hear. We would love to hear from you.
And as always, if you enjoy Coffee and Cauldrons, please take a moment to review us on Apple Podcasts. Or if you want to support us directly, consider joining us on Patreon, where we share articles, a special Part 2 exclusive episode, have a Spell of the Month box, and a Discord. But we'll see you guys next time.
Yes, love you. Bye.
Bye.